Hannah Hansen with Frost Home Team. I'm here with Stephanie Frost, Liz Palmer, who's behind the camera, and I am here at Jazz Clubs Northwest, and we are doing our Support Local interview series here with Gregory Malcom, who's the Executive Director of Jazz Clubs Northwest. So, Gregory, I'm going to start asking you a couple questions. Are you ready?
That'd be great.
All right.
Welcome.
Thank you. So tell us a little bit about your business and what services you provide.
Sure. Business is a little bit of a euphemism because we are actually a private, independent nonprofit. We have been in operation for about 8 years now, founded in 2010 at a different location, but in this location since May of 2016. So the programs we offer through our nonprofit are mainly support of live music, jazz education, and scholarship. And I'll tell you about a little bit more about that later.
Okay, great. So how long has Jazz Clubs Northwest been in business?
So as I mentioned, we started in 2010. Since we've been here at this new location in 2016, we've actually expanded our programs. We were limited to just doing a local jazz walk event each year and a local blues walk event each year. And we've actually doubled the amount of events we do. We also have a jazz walk in Tacoma and a jazz walk in Olympia now, in addition to some other special programs we have throughout the Northwest.
Oh, awesome. So why did you choose Snoqualmie Valley for your location?
Well, it wasn't actually my choice. Luckily, our very brilliant founder, Danny Kolke, was the person who chose to start a nonprofit here in the Snoqualmie Valley. He's a local North Bend resident. He was the former owner of Boxley's, where our nonprofit used to be located, and again continues to serve on our board as the chairman, and of course as the eternal founder of the nonprofit. And he and I work together with a group of board members, volunteers, and community activists to keep Jazz Clubs Northwest sustainable.
Wow, that's awesome. So that leads into our next question. Who else is a part of your Jazz Clubs Northwest team?
Well, again, Danny founded back in 2010. I came on board nearly 3 years ago now. I am assisted by a really talented board of directors. We have Michael Crone, who's the president of the board. We have Lorraine Thurston, who's our board secretary. Dan Grady, who works for Microsoft and has a student in some of our programs here, who's our vice president. And then our board treasurer works at Wells Fargo downtown, also had a student here in our programs at Jazz Clubs Northwest. Those are all great people. We do great work, but really what makes us sustainable is that we are all members. So we're joined by nearly 200 other members and families, not only here in town, but all over the Northwest, that basically pay sustaining memberships, just like any nonprofit that is trying to do something like KNKX. You're aware of them. It used to be KPLU. We are much like them, that we're member-supported, private independent nonprofit that really relies on those monthly memberships and fundraising through sponsorships, special events, and major gifts to remain sustainable.
So if you are interested, we will put a link to that so you can become a member.
Absolutely, we'd love to have you.
So what exciting changes or new things do you have in store for the new year?
Well, Jenna, we are always excited because, as I mentioned, we have two really big events here locally in North Bend that many people are already familiar with. On April 21st of this year, for example, we're having our 7th annual Jazz Walk here in downtown North Bend. Basically, people come to support us in what is our largest fundraiser. They buy a wristband and they walk around 14 different venues where we have individual performances by various groups, and people just make an evening out of it, because there's high school bands playing at the North Bend Theater that start at 5 o'clock, and then some pros that stay at various places where you can grab a bite to eat, family-friendly atmosphere, grab a beverage, and stay until midnight at various venues. So that's always our big jazz walk. Similar event, except different type of music, is the blues walk that happens every September. And then, as I mentioned, we also have a Tacoma Jazz Walk each June and Olympia Jazz Walk each fall, this year probably in October.
Fun.
The other thing that we like to mention, though, is that those are our big events, but we have something exciting happening every week. Typically, there's 4 nights a week where we have and present music, live music here at our space at the old fire station. We've recently been joined by a private business who does the food and beverage service here. Also a local establishment who moved over from another location, just like ourselves. They're called Wildflower Wine Shop and Bistro. So again, family-friendly atmosphere. Mom and dad can get a pop. The kids can have their own carbonated beverage of choice, and they have a really great menu here. So we're really excited that our jazz club basically has a very family-friendly atmosphere, great jazz from local musicians and regional musicians and national musicians 4 nights a week here in North Bend.
Wow, that's a lot. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so what is your favorite part about the North Bend community?
I would have to say, Jenna, that and people probably say this all the time when you're out there interviewing.
We'll see.
It's a special and unique community, but really, I put a finer point on it. It's special people coming together that have a really special passion to do special projects, and of course, they get special results. As I mentioned, we have expanded our operations to other places in the Northwest. We still love to call North Bend home because it really is unique in the sense that people know they've got something special here, and they really like to support that special passion from those special people to get the special results. So it really is a complete community effort to be able to put something together like this and have it be sustainable. So we're very thankful that there's a real spirit here that not only supports our nonprofit, but other businesses and other nonprofits here in the Valley.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. So, what is your favorite community event? You might be a little biased.
Oh, I was hoping you'd ask. So I brought some props because this is our poster you'll be seeing around town for the upcoming Jazz Walk. And I only have last year's program, but we had at least half the Blues Brothers help us out promote it last year. So we're excited about these 2 special events that again happen every year. That's our 7th annual Jazz Walk, our 6th annual Blues Walk this year. And again, it's pretty much a special event 4 nights a week here at the club. So we're hoping that people come out and see the great local talent that we have. Tonight you're in for a special treat, by the way. I'd like to invite you guys to stay and see one of my favorite nights of the month, which is always the 3rd Thursday in any given month. Here on stage, you're going to be seeing a group of students who are amateurs, some adults who are amateurs, sitting right next to, side by side, professional musicians that form what we call our Pro-Am Big Band. So pro, amateur, big band. And it's a legacy that's we brought over from our old location of Boxley's. It has made the transition well, and you'll see we're going to play to a packed house tonight because not only do we have the brothers and sisters of the players here, the moms and dads, we're actually going to be joined by one of the local resident communities. So we've got multi-generational audience tonight.
Oh,
so
that's awesome.
Don't be surprised if when they play some Count Basie that they don't start dancing in the aisles here. So we're really excited about it. But you picked a good night to be here.
Oh, great. So, my last question is, where are you located? We already know you're here in the old firehouse, but what's the best way for people to get a hold of you?
You bet. Obviously, they can come in and see us in person, but all the standard ways. We've got a post office box in North Bend that they can give us a snail mail communication with.
Yeah, and I saw the website right
The
there.
website is right there,
Yep.
so also the North Bend, the JazzClubsNW.org. And of course, people can follow, like, and share us on Facebook and Instagram.
Okay.
And like I said, don't be shy about coming down and making that first contact by coming in and seeing what we do, and we'll tell you all about how to become a member.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Gregory. It was really great to get to know Jazz Clubs Northwest better.
So I get to do the fun part. So I get to do the speed round questions, just some fun, quick answers back, whatever comes to mind. Skittles or Starburst?
Oh, Skittles.
Milk or dark chocolate?
Dark chocolate, big time.
Nice. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Beer or wine?
Wine.
Cats or dogs?
Sorry, dogs. Got the kitty cat at home.
Favorite holiday?
Favorite holidays got to be Oh heck, my birthday.
Favorite color?
Green.
Where would you rather travel to, Thailand or Costa Rica?
Thailand.
That's it's on my list too. What would you rather be doing, hiking or reading?
Hiking with a good book.
Yeah. That's awesome. Well, that wraps up the speed round part of it.
Hi, I'm here with Danny, founder of Jazz Clubs Northwest, and Kelly, who is a vocal mentor. And I hear you guys work with the kids.
Yep.
So tell us a little bit more about that and what you get out of it and what the kids get out of it.
Wow, is that a trick question? We do a lot with kids. We do a couple jam sessions a week. Just here in North Bend, we do them elsewhere as well. But we do a Wednesday night session with middle schoolers and high school kids, and then Sunday night we do something more for amateurs and the more advanced students. And we alternate. We also do a vocal workshops, like we just did one today. It's Thursday now, and Kelly and I work with a bunch of high school kids.
Yeah, so we on a few Thursdays we do vocal workshops with the high school kids that are all in the vocal jazz ensembles.
I think we
outside.
walked in and we saw somebody up here. Okay,
Yeah, that's
okay,
what
that's what that
doing.
was.
Yeah, so
Oh,
working
great.
with the high school kids, and they get up with Danny, who's a professional piano player, and sing with him. So that's a really
Oh, you
I don't
play
sing.
piano.
I don't
Okay,
sing. I play
okay.
piano.
Yeah.
Just to be clear, I don't sing.
He's playing piano, but it's a great opportunity for the high school kids to get a chance to work with a professional and sing with them, and then I work with them and guide them through a song, and then they sing it again, and we hopefully see some improvements, and they get a chance to see how all that works.
Oh, that's great.
And Kelly also hosts a vocal jam session on Sunday nights. We do that every other Sunday. We alternate instruments.
I'm here. Yeah.
And that's open to everyone in the community, whether they're students
Oh,
or...
Yeah, we get all ages.
You should come out and sing.
Yeah, come and
Okay.
Yeah, so you know something.
Don't tempt me.
We have like 13-year-olds all the way to 80-year-olds.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. I did not know that, and I live here, so.
And
Sunday
that's
nights.
and that's with the full rhythm section, piano, bass, drums.
Oh, wow.
So you get to come and sing with professional players, and it's awesome opportunity.
It's like karaoke without the bouncing ball.
Yeah. Well, that actually sounds like more fun than
Karaoke
actually
with
watching
real
TV.
players.
Yeah, exactly. Well, thank you guys so much
Yeah.
for being here and talking with us today. So we've heard there's a lot of student involvement with Jazz Clubs Northwest. So I am here with Eric and Sean, and they are both amateur musicians. So I'm going to go ahead and ask them a few questions. Hi guys.
Hello.
So where do you guys live, and what high school do you go to?
So I live in Fall City. Eric lives on Snoqualmie Ridge, and we both go to Mount Si High School.
Okay, great. So as an amateur musician, what would you say is your favorite part about Jazz Clubs Northwest?
I love the experience that it gives you actually playing, because it's great to play in your high school jazz band and all, but like actually coming to like a session at an actual jazz clubs is like, that's a great thing to have. So things like Pro-Am every third Thursday, coming out and playing with like actual professionals and other amateurs from all sorts of school districts and other schools, that's great. Also Wednesday nights, Future Jazz Heads, that's a jam session. It's not big band, you just get to play whatever anyone wants to play at the time, and it's coordinated there, and there's lots of other students there, and it's just a great experience to actually get playing and get the music in your ear.
Fun, awesome. Did you want to add anything? Or?
Well, Eric pretty much covered all of it, but something that I also like about Jazz Clubs Northwest, something I really appreciate, is their attentiveness to keeping the music alive in this area of the world. So they organize jazz walks here in North Bend and Olympia, and also blues walks in both of those locations too. So those are also great places for both professional and amateur bands to play. I know that our high school jazz band is going to be playing in the blues in the jazz walk coming up. Sorry, my bad.
Awesome.
and a bunch of other professional and amateur bands also playing in the jazz walk.
All right, well, so that leads me to my next question. So what's your favorite community event in North Bend?
Mine would be the jazz walk.
Jazz Walk? And you, Eric?
Yeah, I'd have to say the jazz and the blues walk. It's a great experience to hear, actual musicians, and it's a great night.
Yeah,
Fun.
they're
Well-
both just blasts.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Awesome. Well, we're looking forward to hearing you guys play. What day is that again?
Every third Thursday is the program big band.
Okay.
So good evening and welcome to Jazz Clubs Northwest. We're going to give you just a quick, brief scan of the room because this is where all our particular magic happens. Right now what you're seeing happening is a group of volunteers, professionals, and amateur musicians setting up for our Pro-Am Big Band that happens every third Thursday of the month here at the old Firehouse in downtown North Bend.
Thank you for watching our Support Local interview series with Jazz Clubs Northwest. Until next time, bye from Frost Home Team.
Bye.